Hello, Andrew Johnson with CTV National News. You've said you support flight attendants and their demand to be paid for groundwork, but you haven't said whether you support their union's illegal action to not abide by a back-to-work order. Do you support CUPE?
We support law and order, so everyone should follow the law, though it's simultaneously possible to say that everyone should follow the law and the rules, while saying that it's very unfair that the Liberals have voted against a Conservative bill requiring that flight attendants get paid for every minute they work. You know, they show up, I see these flight attendants on the flights. I'm often on planes sitting in the economy class, and we're stuck on the tarmac because the flight is delayed. And I think of these poor working flight attendants up on their feet, serving the passengers, and they're not getting paid. It's crazy. You should be paid for the work that you do. We put forward a bill to that effect. If the Liberals had voted for that bill, we might have been able to avoid this strike. And we need more competition in our economy so that workers and consumers can choose between more airlines. And that would allow better wages for the workers and better choice and prices for our consumers. Of course, after 10 years of Liberals, air travel is worse than ever before. More cancellations, more delays, higher prices, and worse working conditions for our workers. And finally, last year we had the largest number of strikes in a generation. Why is that? Inflation. Because when Mark Carney advised the Liberals to print and spend money and cause the worst inflation in 40 years, what happened? Workers had to fight for wage hikes in order to catch up with the cost of living. As long as you have Liberals spending money they don't have on things we do not need, working people will pay the price through higher inflation. We need to cut back on the consultants, the waste, the bureaucracy to bring down debt, inflation, and taxes. Thank you.
Hello, Yasmin Ghanay, CBC National News. Have the measures the Canadian Armed Forces taken to date to combat hateful conduct and racism been sufficient? And what should happen to the soldiers who gave the Nazi salute?
We condemn that, and I think after a decade of Liberal mismanagement.